just finished doing this video. In fact, you're going to catch me multitasking because in the video I was announcing to come to Patreon. And sometimes when I'm speaking in videos, like I come across things that I don't realize or, I say. And one thing that I wanted to kind of elaborate on, because I really don't want to talk too much about it, but it was like this reality of self. And I'm probably going to have to write or do some type of mantra on it or whatever, because when I said yes to doing my cousin connection, and I remember it's building this platform, let me first tell you about my weaknesses. I am a Virgo. That's not a weakness, baby. That's a strength. You know that. But I am critical and I can be judgmental. I like to talk shit. I love talking shit, man. I am a phenomenal shit talker. I love it. I can clown. I can categorize. I'm judgmental. I'm a great assumpter, if that's a word. Like, I assume shit. Excellent at overthinking. Bam! Got that shit down pat. Do you know, like, most people eat Oreo cookie like one or two ways. Baby, I could probably come up with 32 different ones because I can overthink the entire process to ensure that it is properly eaten and digested the way it needs to be. That's what I'm good at. I feel like my lipstick is everywhere. Oh, it is. Um, Baby, and what I had to recognize is I was going to be a person for my cousin connection. I could keep going down the negative list. I 100% do believe in the betterment of blackness. I do. Like, I'm going to have to write that somewhere. I do believe that we can, I don't want to say can be better because, like, that's a personal conquest, but I do just believe in the betterment of that. Laws must be changed for the betterment of blackness. Ideas and attitudes must be changed for the betterment of blackness. And I believe in the betterment of blackness because I do believe that the truth is we are very diverse. When you turn around and say the word diverse, diverse does not mean add a black person in, because we come from so many different states of blackness that we are able to be in those different states. So I don't necessarily have to agree with you. But because of the bloodline and color of skin, I do appreciate and make love for the blackness in you because you have a story. Your family has a story, and I am going to love you because of the origins of that story until you prove otherwise. Like you do a photo shoot with a woman you're trying to marry and you tie up in chains or something. See the judgmentalness. So the realization that I had to come to is like the pettiness of grudges. um, or the pettiness, or I don't want to say pettiness, of being mad, or like even kind of like that cancel culture. Now I gotta work on myself. As long as I'm an advocate for my cousin connection and I'm an advocate for blackness, that means I have to advocate and be an advocate for forgiveness. Because there has been, trust and believe, there are people who talk shit about me. There are people who create narratives that are not true. There are people who have their own opinions, and honestly, I shouldn't fuck with you. Like we should just not be in different same colors. But that does not mean that I have the right, on behalf of the organization of my cousin connection, to ban you from something. And so that's when I realized, in order to do what's best for blackness, I speak in truth. I can turn around and be disappointed. I can express my disappointment. I can turn around and say something hurt me. I can turn around and say I disagree. But I am not going to hold a judgment against you to not prosper. I'm working on praying for you to prosper. But I cannot hold that judgment in that position, because if I believe in the betterment of blackness, that means I believe that you can be better. And so I really have had to use this. Let me be honest, because some people did some pull. That motherfucker, like somebody text me some stuff and I wanted, and I did. So the thing is I did stand up for myself, and I was just like, the way that you came to me was wrong. It was hurtful. And the first thing that I noticed is that you rather tear down a black woman before lift her up. And any person who wants to come with that energy first is detrimental to the work. There's a thing between like criticizing or asking questions, and there's a thing difference that can call me stupid or what's wrong. Um, but I did say that I understand mistakes are moments and times, and give me a little bit of space and we can come back. And we're back. And we don't have to be best of friends, but what I had to have is like, I can't hold on to the fact that such and such did this like 3 years ago. Um, Man, this is making me feel bad because like I might have to go text somebody who I want to whoop her ass still to this day. Still to this day, I want to whoop her ass. But I do believe in the betterment of blackness and the betterment of self. So that was like the big lesson um, that I'm working on. I'm holding on to that mantra. So y'all can come to me and be like, "Hey Jess, what's up?" Because I will in a heartbeat be like, "This nigga here, this nigga here." But if I'm advocating for who we are in my cousin connection, what I do is I lead in truth. If you've done some fucked up shit, I can say, let me put it this way. I saying it's fucked up shit is the opinion or judgment, but I can give you all the details that so people can deduct it was fucked up. But um I don't dwell in that grudge. I don't dwell in that petty. I don't dwell in what's not prosperous for us. And to be honest with you, I got too much work to do. I got too much shit on my plate. I got too many people to hug and love, and I got too many people who want to see the energy of beauty that's within inside me. So I don't have time to deal with fucked up shit. Like, yeah, this one's cussing. Like, I don't have time. Like, a lot of things has happened now. My mom has asked, and some people ask me, they'd be like, why do you think they did that? Or, what do you think they were doing? Why? Because I'm going to tell y'all the story that's happening right now. But why? And I said, honestly, it is not my responsibility or place on this earth to determine the why of anybody's factor. I just know what has been done. And I just know what the answer is. But the why factor, what do you think they was thinking? That ain't my ministry. I am not a psychic. And so what do I look like trying to have energy to try to figure out what they did for what reasons? I know it was done. That's it. And once it's done, I'm sitting in that because if not, you can go down that rabbit hole and get into a whole bunch of stuff and start thinking, I'm really at a certain level because you have the right to live your life. You have the right to do the things you do. I don't have to agree, but I don't have to go down that rabbit hole with you. So people have asked me, well, why do you think this and why do you think? I don't know. I don't know is a suitable motherfucking answer. It is the answer I don't know simply states that there's you and there is information you're not privy to. That is an answer. That is an answer. So I'm not going to go through trying to figure out what I know and what I don't know and then go and try to ask somebody. And then the worst thing I think you can do is try to get into somebody's mindset because everybody fucked up in the mind somehow. And me trying to figure out what caused you to be, nope, nope, nope. And I feel like as my cousin connection, I got to stay out of the mess. There's messiness going on. Someone's going to sleep with someone, someone's going to sleep with someone. That ain't got it to do with me. If my juices ain't poor down that street, I ain't gonna run down that street to figure out where everybody else's juices went. I'm good. So that's what I don't say one of the big mantras that I have to remember is just I believe in the betterment of blackness. Kanye, still not invited to the cookout for me because you got to be open to being better. That's why I said I have to pray on it and work on it. You have to be open. Are you open? Then you're not coming to the cookout because we got babies at the cookout, and you ain't gonna be impressioning in their mind. Y'all had that one uncle who be telling the baby stuff and be like, "Stop, I'm working on it."